Good morning, children. Welcome back to Maths Track 1 session. In yesterday's class, we have discussed about the introduction about probability. Okay, as you all know that I merged the videos of the classes which I have taught for the 9th standard because the same topic which we covered in 9th standard. Okay, those are only the basics. Now, today in our session, we are going to discuss about exercise 15.1. I think we are in the position to complete the syllabus, right? So after this exercise, we are finishing our syllabus, that is track 1 syllabus, and you all know that from Jan 4th onwards, we will be having pre-final 2, that is again the remaining 50%. So in that, the probability is also included. Okay, children? So the children who are coming to the school, please come with your doubts, and once again we'll explain everything because already we are chapter wise we are discussing in the school and most of the children are present for every classes. Okay, so be like that. Now exercise 15.1, see the first question there. Open your textbook, children, page number 308. Okay, so probability of an event plus probability of an event not E. As yesterday in class we discussed that probability of E, that is P of E, plus not E means P of E dash, that is equals to 1. Okay, that is equals to 1. So probability of an event E plus probability of not event, that is equals to answer 1. Okay, the first blank is 1. See the second one now. The probability of an event that cannot happen. The probability of an event that cannot happen, okay, is what? Means the probability will never get. That means what will never get? Will never get a 0. Actually, if you add the probability of an event plus not event is equals to 1. But it does not happen means the answer is 0. Okay. Now, see the third question now. The probability if an event that is certain to happen, when it is going to be happen, the probability when the event is 1. And he has given one more blank there. Such an event is called what? Means if the probability is 1, that means like this, probability of E plus probability of E dash is equals to 1. So when it becomes 1, we will call it as a sure event. We will call it as a sure event. Okay, children? Now, see the fourth question now. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment. Again, same. The probability of all the events, if you add, what you are going to get? The answer is 1. Okay? Next, the probability of an event is greater than or equal to dash. He has given greater than or equal to. So it will be greater than or equals to 0. The answer is greater than or equals to 0. And less than or equals to 1. Less than or equals to 1. Okay. In that second question, which of the following experiment will have equally likely and outcomes? Already this topic is explained in yesterday's class. So just go through the topics and write the second question only as a homework. Okay. Second question in your homework book. Okay. Now coming to the third question now. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of the football game? Okay. They are tossing the coin. Why you have to toss the coin actually? Because see here, if you toss a coin, you have only chance of getting head and getting tail. Yes or no? See the third question, children. Why is tossing a coin considered to be fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of the football game? Okay. So as we all know that coin have only two chances, that is head and tail. So when we toss a coin, the outcomes will be either head or tail. That means equally likely. Okay, equally likely, either head or tail. So what will happen now? The result of an individual coin toss is completely unpredictable. Means we can't predict what we are going to get. Either head may comes or tail may comes. So we can't predict. That's why it will call it as unpredictable. Simply write in your words. Okay, children? Full statement you write, and at the end you write, the result of an individual coin toss is completely unpredictable. Okay? So that is the answer. And mostly what sums I'm explaining, take a class book. Before this video, means after this video, immediately I am going to send a PDF. Okay? Or one pic that write the notes. Then in the notes only, that means in CW only, the sums which I am explaining. Okay? Write in CW only. Okay? Write in CW only. Okay? Today I am going to explain all the sums, how to do it. So you write the step by step and write in the CW book. Only the second sum which I given you, just write in your homework book. Okay? Now, coming to the fourth question now. Okay? Which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? He has given options there. Fourth one, he has given options A 2 by 3, B minus 1.5, C 15%, and D 0.7. As you all know that, okay, what you all know that probability of, that means 0 less than or equals to P of E less than or equals to 1. Okay, 0 less than or equals to P of E less than or equals to 1. That means probability of event lies between 0 and 1 only. But here, if you see the options, you can say without taking much time, and you can say that the question is given cannot be the probability. Cannot be the probability means only the negative will not be, cannot be probability. So the answer B. They ask you the reason why means you have to write 0 less than or equals to P of E less than or equals to 1. Okay, children? You have to write that one as a reason. Okay? That means minus 1.5 cannot be the probability of an event because 0 less than or equals to P of E less than or equals to 1. Okay, how to write the answer? Minus 1.5 cannot be the probability of an event because 0 less than or equals to P of E less than or equals to 1. Okay, children? Now, coming to fifth question. Okay, see the fifth question now. Okay, children? See the next question, that is, if P of E equals to, that is fifth question, if P of E equals to, he has given that 0.05. Okay, he has given that P of E equals to 0.05. He is asking that probability of not E, P of not E is asking. Okay, as I told you that not E can be written as P of E dash. Okay, so P of not E can be written as in this way, P of E dash. Okay, as you all know that P of E plus P of E dash equals to 1 because it is a sure event. Okay, and is asking us to find out P of not E. Okay, that means P of E dash is not E, no? So P of E dash equals to 1 minus P of E. 1 minus P of E. Okay, if you want P of E dash means you have to subtract it from 1. That which one? P of E. So 1 minus P of E. So P of E dash equals to 1 minus, what is P of E? 0.05. Okay, and I am telling you, still you have a confusion in subtracting. Okay children, so don't get confused how to subtract the decimal one. It's very easy because you just go to the rough word here 1. So 1.00 if you write, it is better. Otherwise you'll write this one, you write this 0.5 here, you'll write 1 under 5. That is wrong. So first write 1.00. Then place the decimal point under the 0 only. That under the decimal point only. Place the decimal point under the decimal point. Then decimal point after what is there? 0, 5. And decimal point before, that is 0, which we will call it as a whole number in decimal point. Okay. Now subtract 10 minus 5, 5, 9. Okay, 0. So what is the answer now? 0.95. Okay, is it clear? So P of not E, he asked us to find. So write first P of E equals to 0.05, and as we all know that P of E plus P of E dash is equals to 1. So P of E dash equals to 1 minus P of E. Okay, and substitute and subtract it. So you will get the answer 0.95. Okay, next. Coming to 6th question children. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Means we have here one bag. Okay. So in that bag we have only lemon flavored candies only. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. That means she kept inside the hand. Okay, that means inside the bag. She kept the hand inside the bag without looking into the bag inside. That means she is not at all looking into the bag, and just maybe you thought that she closed her eyes and she kept the hand in the bag. Then she took out one candy. Okay, just she took out one candy from the bag. What is the probability that she takes out? The first question is given here. To take out an orange flavored candy. The first question is asking orange flavored candy. Actually the bag contains only lemon flavored candy. How can you get orange flavored candy? So the answer is 0. Okay, simply you can write the answer is 0 because there are no orange lemon flavored candies inside the bag. Next, a lemon flavored candy. Okay, so the second question is lemon flavored candy. So she took only one candy from the bag. So all are lemon flavored candy. So she took one, means that one will be the lemon flavored candy. So the answer is 1. Okay children, is it clear? Now coming to the 7th question children. Okay, see the 7th question now. Okay children, now see the next question, that is 7th question. Okay, it is given in a group of 3 students. Okay, there are 3 students. In a group there are 3 students. Okay, so the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. The probability of 2 students means he did not touch the 3rd student. See here, the question is given very clever. He gave 3 children, but the question is given, there are 3 students, but the question given only regarding 2 students. So don't get confused children. So the probability of 2 students not having in the sense, immediately in your mind you should get that P of E dash. Not having means you should get immediately in your mind P of E dash. Okay, that means he has given P of E dash equals to 0.992. What is the probability that the students have the same birthday? That means event, probability of an event. Okay, this is not event. Okay, not E, that is P of E dash, and he is asking probability of E, probability of an event is asking. Okay, now what you have to write in the solution? Okay, see, this is 7th one, no? Okay, so first we have to write probability that the two students have the same birthday. Okay, probability of the two students have the same birthday. Okay, that means how will you write now? P of E plus P of E dash equals to 1, as we all know this one. Okay, so first write, as we know that probability of an event plus not E equals to 1. Given P of E dash equals to, that is 0.992. Okay, now the answer is asking that probability of the student, two students have the same birthday, means this is one not having the same birthday, but is asking the question having same birthday. So P of probability, you can write even like that, probability of the two students having the same birthday, or you can write P of E equals to 1 minus P of E dash. Okay, so that is 1 minus 0.992. Okay, as I told you that how to subtract it. Okay, subtract it, you will get 0.008. Okay, you will get 0.008. That means this is 0.008 is what in the question is given now? Probability that the two students have the same birthday. Probability of the two students have the same birthday. Okay, now see the next question, children. 8th question. Okay, children, see the 8th question now. A bag contains 3 red balls. Okay, see here, suppose this is a bag. It contains 3 red balls, that means 3 are arrowed. Okay, and 5 black balls. In the same bag only 5 black balls. Okay, a bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. Now the question is, a ball is drawn at random from the bag, means they have taken a ball from that bag. Randomly they are chosen. They have taken. Randomly they have taken. Okay. What is the probability that the ball drawn? The first question is red. What is the probability that the ball is drawn? The first question is red. What is the question? Is asking the probability of red ball. So is asking the probability of red ball. Okay, see here now. First you write the solution for 8th question. Okay, so a bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. Okay, total number of red balls. Otherwise write number of red balls in a bag equals to 3. Number of black balls in a bag equals to 5. Okay, now write total number of balls, total number of balls in a bag equals to 3 plus 5, that is 8. Okay, now come to the question, children. First question he asked red ball. Okay, probability of the ball drawn a red. Okay, so the number of favorable outcomes, number of favorable outcomes. Okay, number of favorable outcomes, that is to E. You can write as E, that is equals to red. That means number of favorable outcomes to E means what? E is an event, that is what? Red. Okay, E means an event, that is the red balls. How many you got? The favorable outcomes to event, that is E means event. So red ball, how many are there? 3. Okay. Now probability of E equals to event. Probability of event equals to number of favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes by total number of balls in a bag. Total number of balls in a bag. Okay, that is total favorable outcomes 3. Next, total number of balls in a bag 8. So 3 by 8 is your answer. Okay. Now this is first question answer, children. Now see the second question. Okay, up to here the same. Next is asking that how many are not red? How many are not red? These are what? Red. Okay. Now simply you can write that P of E plus P of E dash equals to 1. Not red means what? Not event. That means P of E is given, that is how much? 3 by 8. You got it now. Just now you found. Now is asking not red. So P of E dash equals to 1 minus P of E. That means not an event. Is asking for the not an event. Okay. Is asking that probability that the ball is drawn not red. Not red. Which are not red event is asking. Which are not red means what? So P of E dash. So P of E dash equals to 1 minus 3 by 8. So LCM is 8. 1 8s and 8 1s. So it is 5 by 8. Okay, children? Is it clear? So that is 8th one. So probability of the ball drawn is not red is 5 by 8. Okay, children? Now we just take 9 and 12. 9 and 12 as a homework. That means even second question also. Okay. So maths homework. Now till now what sums I explained all you have to write in CW, and the homework which I am giving to you write in your homework book only. Okay. So maths homework exercise 15.1 second question. Next 9 and 11. Okay, so 2, 9, 11 you just take it as a homework. So actually in this exercise we have 25 sums. Mostly I'll try to complete it by tomorrow. Okay, if not next week, sure, definitely we can complete it. Okay, children, have a nice day, children.